the way these blank buttons work is if you have your fingers here, and you just start touching these little things right here, these little pads, and it pops up on the heads-up display what the buttons do. Now, if you hit this button down here, sometimes it'll give you more information. Here on the left side, I kind of move my hand around, you can see it does different things. I hit this button right here, it switches everything to a different view. So the buttons aren't dedicated, they change depending on the situation. And so you do have to either use the heads-up display. If you turn the heads-up display, it will default back to the screen below you, the gauge cluster. But basically, like if I press the brake right now and I disengage the cruise control, right here, I know that this button right here is the resume button. But if I press it, it didn't work, okay? You have to, the way this system is, you have to put your finger on there, wait for it to pop up on the heads-up display, then you make the selection, and then it'll work. So it's not like a simple press. It has to sense your hand first, then you choose a selection, then you press. So, you know, it's a little bit of a learning curve. I think that, you know, some people might like this. I'm not really a fan of it because just because you have the information on the heads-up display, it doesn't mean you're watching the road, okay? You're looking at the heads-up display, which is actually a screen. It's another screen that's overlaid over the windshield, and so therefore you're not really focusing on the road. You can easily get your mind off of the road and look at this little screen right here very easily, and you know, it serves as a distraction because you have to kind of like move around, you have to look, you have to read, you have to you know use your focus has to be on this screen in order to use this system. So it has a cruise control on the right side, and then on the left side is the radio information here. And then you press the more, and then it pops up additional options here. And that tells you, using words that you have to read. You don't necessarily, I mean, once you get used to the system, you'll know what they do. But still, there's these extra intermediary steps that you have to take in order to make a selection when, like most vehicles on the road, have the buttons labeled. You can just press it, right? And now with the Lincoln has a very similar system, but it doesn't require you can just press the button. It'll automatically know what you're talking about. It'll know your intentions. But this one, you just can't press the button. You have to put your finger on there, allow the software to start up, and then choose the selection and then press. And it's not like it's super slow or anything. I mean, you just go like that, pops up, hit, press. You can still get the job done fairly rapidly, but it's a little bit of a delay. It's not as fast as just pressing the button, right? And also there's things in front of your face that's between you, your eyes, and the road that pops up that wants you to focus on. So yeah, that's the way these are. It's like a touchpad, and it pops up a screen on the heads-up display, and then you can make the selections there. And also, takes away your heads-up display. So I'm going to go ahead and put the resume there. So some of the features kind of disappear as you have this pop up.